Hi, I'm Heidi from the Whimsical Workshop, and I want to talk about cutting today and give you some tips on how to be more accurate with your cutting and how to not get fatigued by cutting. If you're new to quilting, I'm going to go over start to finish how to do cutting, and if you've been cutting for a long time, hopefully you can get some tidbits out of this video. So the first thing you need to know as a quilter is that quilting fabric comes between 42 and 44 inches long. And when we buy it in the quilting store, it's rolled on a bolt and it's folded in half, which means we are usually cutting 2 layers of fabric at a time. And if it's 44 inches long, when it's folded, it's 22 inches long. So you do need to have a 24-inch acrylic ruler, and you need to have a cutting mat, and you need to have a rotary cutter. And I've done videos on all 3 of my favorite choices that you're welcome to go and watch, and before you go purchase those. So to do cutting, the first thing you have to know is the edge of the fabric is called the selvage. It usually will have a white band on it, or it will have holes in it. This is a beautiful batik from Tex, and it just has a nice finished edge. You can always tell the selvage edge, it's the opposite of the fold edge. You don't want to cut your selvage edge off your whole piece when you buy your yardage. You want to cut your fabric and then cut the selvage off after you've cut your strips. So the first thing I do is I take the 2 selvage edges of the fabric and I make sure that they're lined up, and then I smooth out my fabric, and then I have my nice fold. Now when you buy fabric, it'll look like this. It'll have wrinkles, it'll have crinkles, and here's one I have not aligned. You can see how off that edge is. So for this one we would need to straighten the edge, smooth it out, and you're going to notice that my straight edge, or my folded edge, the 2 side edges, don't always line up perfectly, and that's what we need to square up. I do recommend pressing your fabric before you cut it each time, because it will get all the wrinkles out and it'll make it much cleaner when you're cutting, and you're less likely to cut the strip off. If it's got a wrinkle, you can get a wrinkle in there and it just messes it up. So I would take this to the ironing board, I would put my 2 edges together, my selvage edges together, and I would press it towards the fold so it's nice and flat. Once we've done that, we bring it back to the cutting mat, and the first thing you need to do is you need to square up an edge that you will then cut your strips from. So the first thing you do is you start on the right side of your fabric. You take an acrylic ruler, again a 24-inch ruler works best for this, and you align the horizontal edge of the line on the ruler with the folded edge of your fabric, or some people only do it to the selvage edge. Depends on how I feel that day. I do either edge. If you prefer one over the other, just, it has to be a horizontal line along a folded or salvaged edge. And I move it over about a 1/2 inch. 1/4 inch will work too. And I cut this away. And now I have a perfectly perpendicular straight line that's perpendicular to the horizontal, and I'm ready to cut my strips. Now when I cut, I put my hand on my ruler and I put my little finger on the fabric so the ruler pushes against my little finger, because when you're doing this, you're actually pushing on the ruler, and as a beginner, the ruler shifting is one of the biggest problems we have to overcome. So by putting your hand over here and your finger on the fabric, you're giving yourself some assurance that that ruler isn't going to shift. It also keeps your hand away from where the blade is going to be. So that is how I've cut. Another way to cut is, if it's a long strip and you're new, cut halfway, stop, move my hand up to the top of the ruler, and finish cutting the strip. That will also help the ruler from shifting, and it'll also make you slow down a little bit, which in the beginning we all want to go fast. But also when you first start, you may not cut through both layers at the same time. Usually if that is happening, you're doing this with your arm. It's not a smooth, even cut. Most beginners will start like this. And I walk around and tell people, drop your shoulder, drop your elbow. You want it to be relaxed. You don't want the cutter up. You want it sideways. and you want to just evenly go like that. So once we've squared up our edge, we need to flip the fabric over, and now our ruler will work. And what I mean by that is people will square up the end, and then we'll say we need to cut a 2.5 inch strip, which is right here on the ruler, and they will try to cut it and they can't use the measurements on the ruler. It doesn't work because the fabric isn't been flipped. So square it up, flip your fabric, and then you can take the ruler, align the horizontal with the fold of the fabric, and now the vertical line, that's the 2.5 inch line, goes along that straightened edge on my fabric. And again, pinky on the mat so the ruler can push into it. And I'm going to start over here. Make sure your elbow and shoulder are down. Make sure your rotary cutter isn't standing straight up, that it is down. It's about a 45-degree angle. And just cut away. And then I always pull the excess fabric away because see, like right there, I had a little thread that didn't quite cut. So I was able to stop it without messing up my strip. So there is my strips. So you can do, the more you do this, the faster you will get, the more confident you will feel, and you can do multiple layers of fabric. My max is 5 pieces of fabric, which is 10 layers of fabric, and that's a lot. Most people do 2 or 3 pieces of fabric. So once we get that squared up, you can just put the one fabric on top of the other fabric, like this. And then you lay your ruler on there, aligning the top and the side, and cut. And again, pull away your fabric to make sure you have your 2 strips. So that is basics in cutting, and I hope that helps you when you first start out. The other thing I want to show you about cutting is once we've cut our strips, now you need 16 2.5 inch squares. So I have my strip. This is where I use my 6.5 inch square ruler. It's a lot less acrylic to be manipulating than the big guy. And I usually will, you have to square up the one end. So square up the one end. This is when you cut off your selvage, when you have a strip. You don't cut it off your yardage when you first get it. The reason you don't do that is because it's an identifier when you put that fabric away and you pull it out in 6 months. Where's the selvage versus where's the side edges? The side edges are biasy and they stretch, where the selvage edge is straighter and it doesn't stretch as much. So then I take my ruler, I've got my strip cut. Same philosophy, I use the horizontal line along the strip, my vertical line along the strip, put my hand onto the mat and ruler so the ruler can hit my little finger, and I cut. And then I can just do the whole strip. Here's a pro tip for cutting lots and lots of squares. When you have strips and strips of fabric and you're cutting 100 2.5 inch squares, or even like 15 2.5 inch squares. I got this tip from Roseanne at Quilters Emporium in Houston, Texas. These are called grip strips, and we sell these on our website. And they're meant to go on the back of your ruler so it doesn't slide. I use it for something totally different. I cut them up into little 2.5 inch segments. I peel one strip off, and it's an acrylic sticky strip, and it has some thickness to it. It's about 1/8 of an inch. I will flip over my ruler and I will put the little bumper on the 2.5 inch line. Now, when I slide into my strip, the strip stops at the 2.5 inch line and I can cut. It also makes sure that I'm always where I need to be on my ruler. It is just a guide. You still have to square up your sides, but it makes cutting lots and lots of pieces the same size so much quicker, so much easier, and a little more accurate. Then, when I'm done, this little strip peels off the back of the ruler and can get stuck to the front of the ruler till the next time I need it, I can put it in the right spot. So that's a pro tip, using grip strips from Guide where it is from. Guidelines for Quilting. That's the company that makes them. And I hope all of these tips on cutting have helped you. And if you have any questions on cutting, make sure you leave a comment below. And if you'd like to see more of our videos, make sure to like and subscribe.